Hi, my name is Owona Madlingozi. I'm from Paddy in the Eastern Cape, and today I will be cooking crisp pork belly with irostile and some coleslaw. The ingredients for our meal today are pork belly. Obviously, this is a kg of pork belly. We're going to lay that on some red onion, some spring onion, and some garlic, also with some dill. I'm going to bathe that in some alcoholic apple cider and then some non-alcoholic apple juice. And here I have a lot of sea salt, some pepper, and I'm going to add some garlic powder, and that's all going to go into the oven together. My relationship with cooking started pretty late. I like to think of myself as a typical lastborn. I was lazy and didn't have to do much. But my earliest memory in the kitchen is actually in the village with my grandmother. My grandfather would go emasimini, so the fields, to harvest whatever they were harvesting that year. And that particular December, it was green beans. And so they brought it back, and we had a rendezvous. And my grandmother and I sat down, and we sort of peeled open the green bean socket and sort of took it out of the socket and had all these like drying green beans then. And that is my earliest memory, and we made isop yomngqosho from that, so which is like corn, so mealy corn, onions and peas. That is my earliest childhood memory in the kitchen. What my grandfather used to do is ensure that we could always have sort of a pork braai, pork come together as the family on the big holidays, that is Easter and December. Most of my siblings went to boarding school rather early. So I went when I was in grade 1, my sister in grade 2. So we were home twice a year for certain, on Easter and in Christmas. And so everyone would take on a different responsibility. One of the responsibilities was making what I now know to be pork belly. Before, I just understood it as the piece of meat with a really crispy top that you sort of make a cracking sound when you ate it. And my mom is the queen of irostile. She has some sort of magical secret she won't tell us about how she makes her dough so soft. And so I'm gonna make that as well. And she usually just gives that to the kids as the first taste. And obviously you just slot whatever you want in there. And obviously then as I grew older, you learn certain things like pork goes with apple cider. You learn that coleslaw goes nicely on a pork sandwich. And so that's why I'm making it today, mostly because it reminds me of gathering with family, and also then just also shows how you can take sort of a simple gathering and sort of grow with it in food when you learn more skills-wise. We are not a large family, but we grew up together. So my mother has two sisters, or had two sisters, and we all grew up in the same house. So then all of us as the nieces and nephews grew up as siblings. And what that meant is that we were on a roster. And we had a weekly roster of 2 people per day doing the meals for that day. And so every single meal was necessarily an interaction with your loved ones. And so I think that it's just joy, and it's a continuous gift that even if we go home today, there will be more than one person in the kitchen. There will be more than one person around the kitchen table, not helping, but there'll be someone around the kitchen table helping with, banter while you cook. The word home cook hero to me means someone who makes the kitchen the center of the home. This is something I believe, and I believe that most of our memories are centered either in the kitchen or around food. And so a home cook hero is someone who leans into thinking of the kitchen as the center of the home and works at using the kitchen and using food to bring people together and showing love. I hope to achieve a number of things. One, I really want to encourage people to get excited about cooking. I think it's the most exciting thing you can do. You learn every single day. I learn every single day. If I could get one person excited about getting into the kitchen, I would have won. So if I could work on my offering being at the center of other people's homes, I would have done well. So yeah, an expansion of the blog, an expansion of teaching people how to get excited about cooking so that they themselves can be excited through cooking and find the kind of joy I find in cooking in their own homes. And there we have it. I have had so much fun cooking today, and I'm just so excited to keep on cooking. SA Pork has gifted me with this incredible box of the finest cuts of pork. I'm so grateful to SA Pork for this lovely box of pork, and I'm so grateful for their gift. Happy Heritage Month.